Each week, I come in with a new defensive reflex of not knowing what to do. And last week's was, hey, and this one was just going to be, I've got the old man's car. I got a jazz guitar.
So this week's film, Spy Kids 4, Spy Kids 4D, All the Time in the World, directed by Robert Rodriguez. And yeah, let's see. It was about a retired spy called back in action, but she had like her stepchildren with her, and like they kind of got involved. And about like TikTok, who I thought of the social media platform a lot. Every time I said that, thought the TikTok. And then yeah, then all that goes down. He's trying to like stop time, steal all the time, and they're like, "Oh no, don't do that." And that's pretty much what happens. What do you guys think of it?
Go ahead, Flora.
Astronomically bad, terrible. I hated it. Didn't understand what was happening. I didn't get the character's motivation. Like, I don't understand why the whole planet time needed to be stopped, why time needed to end for someone to go back in time. That didn't make sense to me. Anyways, I don't know how they figured out that he had been going back in time and creating all these different versions of himself. I didn't get that part. I didn't get it.
I agree with...
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I agree with that. All of a sudden, I forget who said it, but one of them was just like, I know you've done it. And then they all just like simultaneously took off their masks. Like, how did you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know that you've been back.
I have an issue with the kid's name, Cecil. It's what was
Cecil.
That was the Cecil,
Yeah.
Right? That was the 21st century. Someone named Cecil. I don't think so. I don't. I doubt that. That seems unlikely. Was not a fan.
Flora's opinion so far in this series is directors don't believe in evolution and directors don't know anything about time travel.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah. I have no qualms with that. Anyways.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I found myself really enjoying this.
I mean, of course, because you
the
were in
sharp inhale. Excuse, give me some time to explain. I don't know what it was. I think a lot of the editing was super cool. The CGI, I was really invested in terms of that. I think we've watched so many movies so far with such underdeveloped character plots that I've just gone numb to it. And, I see pretty lights and I'm like, that's technique. So I think I was very entranced in that respect. I also really, really loved the dog, Argonaut.
Yes.
And as soon as I heard Ricky Gervais, I knew I was gonna like it. I don't know. It was I really enjoyed it and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it. I'm like, great, Spy Kids, it's a kids movie, whatever. I really liked it. And I don't know if I'm okay.
We really watched Home Alone 3 and you're like, oh, kids movies. But now you're like, it's a kids movie.
Precisely.
Nicole slander, Ethan slander, Flora slander. That's all I'm here for.
I spent 1/3 of the movie trying to figure out where I recognized the dog's voice from. I was like, who is that? Who is that man? Yeah, it eventually clicked, and I was sort of like, I don't know, my brain couldn't quite comprehend it. Same thing with Joel McHale. What are you doing here? Anyways,
Joel McHale came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it hit hard. It felt like a punch.
It literally sent me into a time warp.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly.
like, okay, Joel McHale isn't anything special. I was listening to a podcast one day and he came on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was listening to The Office Ladies and he was doing a community podcast next door and he walked into the Office Ladies podcast and started talking and I'm like, Joel McHale. I don't know why.
Yeah. For some reason, whenever Joel McHale shows up, I like whenever he's anywhere, I'm like, whoa, you don't exist here. You only exist within Community. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know
Get from
why.
Community. Go back to your
Yeah,
Spanish study
exactly.
sessions, man. Why are you
Exactly.
in
I
Spy
haven't seen
Kids?
Community, so
You gotta
Sorry,
watch
my
it. It's
Wi-Fi's bad.
good.
Keeps like
I probably
freezing.
will at some point.
It's very funny.
We'll see.
I would just like to say that the character I found most interesting was the guy who was away for 7 years because he is a mix of Nicole and Ethan. He's their love child.
He's also married to Meghan Trainor. I don't think that's something we should forget.
Meghan Trainor, daughter-in-law, crazy stuff.
Junie
Make some comment about
Cortez. Junie Cortez was the kid who was gone for 7 years. I did, when I
Yes.
was watching the movie, I was like, wow, that looks a lot like Ethan. I
I
don't know
knew
why.
there would be comments about that. I thought
I
the same thing. I was
don't-
like, damn, I'm so
Any
saying
man with
that.
curly hair, I'm like, Ethan.
It's like any girl with red hair, people automatically assume like I'm related to them in some sort. Ethan, you have that curse with the curly hair.
Okay, but
Personally, yes.
there haven't been any in the movies we watched, but if there's anybody with dyed hair, I guarantee you're all gonna say it's me.
Maybe.
I will.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you're not the only ones.
Well,
I just
so
look
far we
insane
are.
right there.
And anyone wearing those giant headphones are gonna be like, "That's Flora.
That's Flora."
Flora."
Yes.
My Google searches are like blonde curly hair man, so I can send them to the group chat. Sometimes it'll be like blonde curly hair nerd.
Wow.
Damn, that's tough.
That's rough. Yeah, anyway,
Anyway.
going back to topic.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. It was more entertaining than I thought, but it was kind of bad. And like the plot was like all right, acting all right, but it was kind of interesting. And I think the dog just carried the movie. Like it was so funny. I don't know. I thought it was funny, definitely. Without the dog, I would not have enjoyed it as much.
The
All right.
plot was so obvious, and the way all of the individual character stories linked up, it was so obvious. Like, what are the chances your wife is a secret spy and the husband is a spy hunter? Crazy. And the kid, that little baby, she scared me. What are the chances she can flip a full-grown dude right after her first steps?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, something annoying.
Something annoying.
That baby, here's the thing. Being a spy, like you're not like, it's not genetic. Like you don't get born into this position. It's not like a lordship or anything, or like in the House of Lords in British Parliament. Like it's not like, it's something you train for. It's something that like you work for. And that baby, there's something entirely different going on with that.
That baby did not work for that.
That baby is maybe radiation poisoning. I don't know. That should not be happening. No spy. Like it's not predetermined at birth. Anyways, it made me upset.
I just love that you referenced Parliament.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Do you know what my something annoying was? It was that his spy device worked. How? What is the technology of that? Where it's so simple. It's just a little arrow. It's like a little Siri giving directions like turn left. It's leading him to spies.
Okay, here's the thing.
How does that work? What technology is that? What technological advances have they made where they can just casually have this device where it can find someone of a certain profession?
It was annoying, I agree, but I did kind of think it was funny when it was like, take a big step, take a really tiny step, you know what I mean?
Funny.
Watch out. I
was
like, okay, that's really funny.
It was funny, but my brain was like, what technological advances have they made to be able to do this? Directions to a person of a certain profession. This is like Google Maps on steroids.
What annoyed me was the fact that Wilbur Wilson was not remotely scarred or touched by Argonaut when he started speaking.
Right.
Like none of this really came as a shock to him. The whole spy backstory. I was like, how would you not be flipping out if your dog started talking? Like that's just, I don't know. I'd be going nuts. Joel McHale though, He played it cool. See,
He's
he's
chill.
otherworldly. I don't know what his deal is, but he's probably seen it before. Who knows?
It was funny. Yeah, he showed up on the TV Argonaut and he was like, well, hey.
What annoyed me was they're all like, oh, we need that like crystal or whatever, and then she gets there, and it turns out like it was a prank or whatever. They actually have it, and she's like, and they're like, oh, we don't need that anymore. You go in the field. It's like, what?
Yeah,
But yeah,
I didn't get that either.
I didn't get it either.
I didn't get how it came back, like why that necklace regained its significance. I don't know.
The necklace had character development.
It did. It
guess
really, it did.
More
Yeah.
character development than any of the characters we've seen in any of the films that we've
Yes.
watched.
That's true.
I have one more thing was annoying. The insults in the time-related puns.
Oh, those are amazing. I love those
I hated
Tyler
those
puns.
puns. I hated
Those are so
it.
funny.
It
They
was
just
so
made the movie
annoying.
better.
They were so dry. Not
That's why they're
dry. They
funny.
were cheesy.
No,
why
they
they're
weren't
funny.
anything. Oh, it's terrible.
They're amazing. I don't know
Ooh,
what you're
we've
talking about.
clearly got some heat. We've got some tension between time jokes, which we can sort out in the trope-a-dope ring. Fun fact, rope-a-dope is a wrestling term when one would take the other and slam him into the wrestling ring and, you know, knock him out. So that's why this next segment is called trope-a-dope. Oh yeah, where we talk about things so overused in every single film, they're just gonna knock you right out. They're so obvious. Let's start. Number 1, the classic I hate my stepmom trope.
Oh, that got so old so fast.
Yeah,
That was
it
so
did.
bad.
And
The way that she's like didn't tell her she's a spy to protect her, is doing all these nice things. It's like, I want to be as close to you as she can. She's like, I hate you. You're not my mom.
yeah.
I'm
it
never
was-
Rowan Blanchard.
It was it was a lot because like literally within 20 minutes of the movie, so it's 2 years. Like she's been her stepmom for 2 years, and then she says the most basic thing to the stepdaughter, where it's like, you know, I want to be friends with you, and for some reason the stepdaughter's like, really, me? Like it's oh my god, it's and then also, you know, stepmom. I don't like my stepmom ties like hand in hand with the dead mom trope, because you can't have like a sad character, any conflict without a dead mom.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right? It's weird.
Reference like every Disney movie, Beetlejuice, and so on.
Exactly. Like it's rarely ever the dad, and I don't know. I feel like that says something about our society.
The way that mothers are like assumed to be better parents.
Exactly.
Like dead mom is worse because you're being raised by a single dad than like dead dad. You're like,
dads are dumb and cold. Yeah, exactly.
Dumb old men.
Yeah. No emotion. Only big man. Grill
meat.
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
sport.
Chop
Neglect
wood.
children.
Snore.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, the hidden spy identity. I've seen this in countless spy films, particularly geared towards kids, and maybe that's just a thing kids enjoy. I mean, I should know. I was a kid once, but
you were.
I came out of the womb as an 18-year-old full-grown girl, and I've just been in this
Nicole
state.
was born at the beginning of last semester.
Yeah,
and the age she is
I didn't
now.
exist before then. My life past is a total lie. Oh man, but yeah, this hidden spy identity, and the kids don't seem too fazed by it. No one seems fazed by anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog.
Kinda weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spy stepmom. Okay. No, spy mom. Okay, but make sure you call her my stepmom. That's what's important.
Yeah.
A baby who fucking flips people.
Who supernaturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for her, honestly. She's learning early.
Number 3. I like to call this one the Gaston and LeFou. The evil man and the quirky sidekick. The spoiler alert. They tend to basically be the same person in the end, but we have Dange Diamo, and then whatever his sidekick's name was, I'm blanking.
TikTok, I think.
TikTok, yeah.
TikTok on the clock, but the party don't stop. Don't copyright us.
Yep. The evil man and the quirky sidekick, the one who only really offers comic relief and not much else.
Me.
To the story. Ava. Ooh, Ava's slandering themselves now.
I've run out of people to slander.
All right. Number 4. The good guy goes bad trope.
or like good guy is revealed to be bad. Not
Yeah.
Not to get specific, but
he's not angsty. He doesn't go
he's
bad.
He's not like a good guy who like turns bad through the course of the movie. He was already bad. He was just hiding it.
Yeah. Good guy, been bad.
Okay, to be fair, before it was revealed who it was, I thought it was Juno the whole time. Because like when she was like talking about him, she's like, "Oh, we don't talk about him." So I assumed it was him.
Juno.
Like,
The curly hair. Right, your
me.
love child. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they had a kid and they didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Kind of rude, right, Flora?
It is. I expect some level of transparency.
I thought that they would tell us about their children, but
so,
no.
I've never seen the previous movies, but I thought Junie died. And I was like, is that why they don't
Junie
talk
or
about
Juno?
Junie?
You guys have been saying both.
Yeah.
It's Junie.
I said Juno.
It's Junie.
Which is another name for Hera.
Oh, yes.
Thanks.
Precisely. Yeah. I thought first he died, and then he turned into some like evil character, but instead he just like tried to go off on his own, and Carmen was like, not no way. Yeah, so I thought he was Armageddon at first.
Yep.
Clearly not.
Junie and Cecil? I think you can pronounce it either way. Cecil. Junie and Cecil.
Yeah.
He called himself Cecil, so
those are some interesting boys' names. I don't know. I think they're probably both like 2,000 years old. It's just weird. It's weird. I mean, I don't know. I have an old name, but
Me and Flora are gonna name our son something cool and quirky. Now that you guys have a son too.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be named Cecil.
But what? Not Cecil. We could name the child
name
that.
Him not Cecil.
Not Cecil.
And we tell him. We tell you guys
Cecil.
about him. We're better. We're better people.
Mm-hmm.
Sure it would.
Shoot, I was gonna say something.
Number 5.
Burger King foot lettuce.
I'm saying that somebody else's foot fungus.
Delicious.
Oh man.
There's a song called Foot Fungus that's actually I unironically like it.
Of course you do. Quirky.
It's not quirky. It's like all over TikTok.
Oh, it probably is. Oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. Cecil and Junie, they are older names. They did mention something about ancient Mayan times, but only for brief. So I wonder if for whatever quirky backup story,
Let's look it up. Let's get in.
Yeah.
I have the answer.
Oh.
The only reason they mentioned Mayan was because they said that the Mayans predicted that the end of the world was going to be the calendar running out, time stopping. I don't think it had any significance other than that. I don't know. It didn't have any significant relation to the two of them.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't
Alright.
think so, but like if we're talking old names, that was kind of my only guess, that there was just some obscure connection in the back.
Yeah, Cecil is a Welsh name, and Junie looks like it was a Roman name, but it looks like it's meant to be a girl's name. So I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe we just have his name wrong.
I don't think we do, because I looked it up, and one of the like search result things was Junie from Spy Kids. So
No, yeah, apparently it's right. I'm on
Yeah.
IMDb.
He achieved king status. He gets his own Google search.
All right. Number 5. Evil man learns a very valuable lesson about life from the kids. What are the chances all of a sudden these kids pulled these really, really powerful words that come with this very, very thoroughly thought out message right out of their butt.
yeah.
Thoroughly thought out. And you know, this man learns from the kids. They're wise beyond their years, just like every single kid is in any of these movies.
Public
Ever.
education is getting better and better in these guys,
Yeah.
these Spy Kids movies.
Yep. Somewhere in Hollywood, they have peak education systems that.
Right.
Oh wait, can I actually point out a trope that I saw, which is little boy that is like genius, that's
yeah.
just like accepted, because in
He
the
was-
beginning he's literally reading a book that says quantum physics,
Quantum physics,
and then he
yeah.
knows all this stuff.
And his shirt said E equals MC squared.
Yeah, that was very cool of him.
So
And
That
then-
was sick.
And then he was hacking into the hammer hands or whatever. Yeah.
The screwdriver just poking at it.
Hacking. Yeah, like hacking away at it.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
they were using
Yeah.
our word.
Literally. And then number 6. I need to put my glasses on for this one for a fact.
Whoa.
The news reporter, or do we? That suspenseful ending. It's such a cheesy way to just blow off the end of a movie. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know where else to go with this. So let's just say, or do we, until I finally have an idea.
It felt like an SNL sketch.
Yeah.
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 I was like, is this supposed to be real? I don't know.
Yeah.
And oh, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to talk about something kind of annoying. So, like, Spy Woman in like leather catsuit, number 1. Kids movie feels a little weird, unnecessary. Like, it's one thing if it's like I get it, like Scarlett Johansson in like a Marvel movie. Like, yeah, you like, okay, fine, like, sure, it's meant for like an older audience. You want like a male audience to pay attention to her. Whatever. I know it's gross, but like that makes sense to do in that setting. I'm not saying it's good, but it makes sense. In like a kids movie meant for 7-year-olds, that was weird. And then she was also wearing heels. Like she was 9 months pregnant and she was wearing like heeled boots. That was
Flora.
strange. Yeah.
Why don't you remind or just tell the audience who the producer of this movie was?
So much fun. It's such a fun
That makes sense.
conversation.
That
This
makes sense.
is our very, 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 very first movie produced by the one and only Harvey Weinstein.
So,
Woo!
puzzle pieces add up.
It's so much fun.
They
It's
come
so
together.
exciting.
All the 7-year-olds watching this movie, like, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
It was weird. It weirded me out. Yeah.
Cop the prop.
Yeah.
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 Cop the prop.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, bum, 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 bum.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. I get so excited when we do
It's
that.
so good. Yeah. Okay, can I go first?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, there was so much awkward space. All right. I want, you know how I forget in what context it is, but the dog Argonaut, he kind of just like falls into a pile of springs in like a tuft of fur, and then he like snaps himself back together. I want the pile of springs. I would love that. Yeah.
What would you do with it?
I'd just look at it. I'd like, like I don't. There was sometimes those sculptures. I don't know how to describe them, but they look like a pile of things, and it's just kind of like stuck in one place though. Like you can't really interact with it. It's all solid. I think I would like glue it to the ground, and then like how I don't know. I'd glue it to the ground. That's what I'd do with it. Yeah. Thank you.
I would definitely take those like the speeder things. They're like they escape the house and are like flying around in. That'd be so much fun, like not having for a car.
Yeah.
Fly around that thing.
Oh,
That'd be fun.
I'm trying to think because there are so many props. I want the chewed up glob of green electrical bubble gum that fell off the ceiling. I want it.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a very distinct memory of that bubble gum, though. Maybe it was in other Spy Kid movies, but like I saw that and just something in like a very deep crevice of my brain was like, I know about that. That exists. That's real. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah.
Flora deja vu moment.
It wasn't even deja vu. It was something very instinctual. It was like, that's in real life that exists. I know that exists. I can go and purchase it. Yeah. Anyways.
I'll have to go buy it then.
Yeah, please do.
If I were to have one prop, it would be those hammer hands that Cecil has. Like, that would be sick. Imagine how many, I was going to say people you could punch, but I'm trying to think of something. Like imagine just walking around and be like, I got robotic hands. Hey.
I changed my answer. You know what prop I want? It's not even prop. It's a CGI thing, but this is what I want. You know when they're in the clock and all of the plates are spinning around, like the gears? I want one. And then like Cecil just picks one up and chucks it. I want one of those.
Yeah.
Just throw like a giant metal frisbee. I want that. I want to be able to stand on it, like a little stage. I'll put it on my wall. I want it.
Okay, so spot the Clarky, who either just passing by or like a main character, looks like they would attend a small liberal arts university in Massachusetts.
I would say
Good question,
Junie.
Flora.
Yeah.
I feel like Junie would.
Junie?
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, you're so right.
He needs to take after his parents' alumni school. Both of his parents went there. He's going to go there.
Yeah. I can see Junie.
Yeah. Junie, I have no other thoughts besides Junie.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Junie needs to take after his parents, Ethan and Nicole.
Oh, that's what that joke was. I didn't understand where it was coming from. Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Whenever we do these, I like to just come up with a random scenario of like the Clarky doing something, like why I can see them there. I can see Junie in the... Now I forget the name of it. Oh no. What's the vegan station that literally I only eat at? Rustic Roots. Junie is in the line at Rustic Roots waiting for his his tofu. He's waiting for his Moroccan chickpea stew.
So, as we do at the end of every episode, or, we're supposed to do it, but sometimes we forget.
Sometimes we do a little forget.
Forget. What would we rate this film on a scale of $1 to $5? Bart will go first. Ethan, when you edit this, edit him with glowing red eyes and just a really menacing vignette creeping on his face. That's it. That's all I want. Okay.
I agree with you, Bart. That's very intimidating, but I agree with you.
To go off of Bart, I like this movie a lot more than I should. I would probably purchase it for $4.75. You know, like like when you have a movie that's like $4.99 and then $5 and you're like $4.99, what a steal. I think I changed my answer, $4.99, because I'd be like, wow, that's a steal, right? Because it's but if you have a Netflix account, you don't have to pay for it because it's right on Netflix for you to watch and review with us. Who want to go next?
I'll go to solid 150 because it was all right, but not great. I'm sorry. It was not above.
To each their own.
Yeah.
But
I
someone's
raised my
right.
hand and Ethan cut me off. This is for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should have spoken instead of just raising your hand.
So Flora goes next, right? And we leave
Yep,
it.
okay,
I am not paying a single cent for this movie. I'm literally so cringy. I was clenching my stomach the whole entire time. I was just sitting there like shake. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I
You
hated
see
it.
what you did, Harvey Weinstein? You have
Yeah,
Flora all
see what you
clenched.
did.
Have her
This is the worst thing you've ever done in your whole career, Harvey. I can't believe you did this. No, I hate this movie. I hate it. I'm not paying for it. Not at all. Anyways.
You'd have to. Flora pays $-. You have to pay her. to
Yeah,
buy it.
exactly.
See.
I pay $1.39 on like Amazon Prime. Like I wouldn't even buy the disc. It's not worth that. I would rent it. I would rent it for my little cousins if they were at my house. I'd be like, watch Spy Kids 4. No, honestly, their parents would be like, that's too violent. They're not 7 yet. One of them's actually 8. My bad.
It was
Bad cousin.
Speaking of that, when the movie first started, it said in the corner, rated PG, mild violence, rude humor.
I love when PG movies say that. It's like rude humor. And it's like, but. No. Booby is too intense. For this.
Poopy,
It's
come
I said
on.
poopy.
Ava.
Not poopy.
Ava, this is a family channel. Can we not bring that here? Good Lord.
My Wi-Fi is bad. It keeps cutting out. I can't hear anything.
Oh my gosh.
No. Ethan,
Not
I'm
poopy.
begging you to cut that out. I'm begging you.
No, we're gonna have another Godard and erotic incident here.
Every time. Every time.
Ah,
I'm so sorry, you.
oh man. All right.
Smash that dislike button. Hit that unsubscribe.
We
Don't
can't.
leave hate comments for us.
Not
Sound
for
like
me
that.
though.
Make fun of Ethan's hair
Not
in
for
the
Flora.
comments.
Not for me though.
Leave
please.
Flora out of
Leave
this.
me alone.
Flora's too fragile.
Yep, I
Don't
cannot
hurt her
deal.
ego.
Yep. Do
No
not mention me.
criticism
Do
for
not
Flo-
look at me.
Do
Yep.
not perceive
Do not
me.
perceive
Do
her.
not. Nope.
You
Please
can
do
only
not.
perceive her positively. Otherwise, get off of our
Exactly.
channel.
But like I said, don't
Click
say
away.
don't overdo it because then I'm also gonna know and I can't. I don't want to know. I don't want to be pandered to. I don't want to be lied to.
Don't pander Flora, but also don't
But also-
perceive her.
Exactly. And don't say
Pretend she
anything mean.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. That'd be great. If you could manage that, you could combine all those things together. That'd be really good for me.
But seriously, thank you everyone who has given us support so far. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and comment what you thought about either the movie or our review. And we will be posting videos every Saturday at 1, edited by our very own. I don't know where Ethan is on the screen, so I'm just gonna point. Our own Ethan Doyle. He's this way on my
No,
screen.
oh, you're up.
Oh, Ethan Doyle.
Yeah.
This way
Yeah.
on my screen.
All right. So stay tuned until next week. Till then, have a good one.
Peace out.
Bye.
So, bye.